Alright guys, it is time to flat iron. This is my favorite part because it gets my hair really straight, sleek, smooth, flowy, all that good stuff. Um, and I'm going to do what I've been doing, part my hair with my fingers. You can use a comb if you want, but I don't find it necessary. All the way down the middle, clip up one side. Um, then I'm going to grab a small section of hair from the other side, the right side. Um, felt too big. A really small section. I have to work in really small sections to get my roots straight. Because they're not relaxed, you know. Um, so what I'm going to do is figure out if the camera's capturing me. And then I'm going to grab a fine tooth comb. And my Sedu, of course. I recently got this. And I crank my Sedu up to the max. I would not do that with my Solia, which I used for 4 years and just recently switched to my Sedu a couple of weeks ago. The maximum on the Solia was 450, but the maximum on the Sedu is 410. For years, I flat ironed my hair at 370 or below. That doesn't cut it with my natural roots. So I use a good heat protectant, and I use 410 degrees. But use the lowest heat setting that gets and keeps your hair straight. My flat iron is hot, and here's the first section. Grab it, tap, tap at the root, and we're going to slowly work our way down. And repeat. Quick battery change, and I am back. Okay, so I'm going to show you that again, and again, and again. Take a small section, clip up the rest. And don't mind me looking into the camera like that. I'm just desperately trying to see a mirror unsuccessfully and checking that the camera is recording me because I'm working alone. But anyway, take a very small section, and what I do is work through it with a fine-tooth comb. Now this tapping that I do is to get the root straight. I'm basically spending more time on the root than the rest of the hair because it's more tightly coiled. But I don't want to just leave a flat iron in one spot. So I'm kind of giving it breaks. So I do about 3 taps and then just one pass through the rest of the length of my hair. I'll say it one more time. So we're going to take a small section. I always comb through with a fine-tooth comb. Some people follow the fine-tooth comb down, and that helps you get your hair really, really straight, but it's kind of tricky just to get it right with your hands, especially when you're doing your own hair and you can't see the back. And I find that using crack on the very ends of my hair, it just helps smooth my ends so much that I don't really find it necessary to do the comb chase method. But if it works for you, then awesome. Tap, 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 and follow through. Some hair is coming out just because it's just kind of awkward to film this. And my primary focus was showing you guys what I do. but I'm just going to work through the entire right side of my hair. Don't mind me singing. A little bit distracting. So just keep working. Keep dancing. Yeah. Alright. Whatever gets you through. But small sections, guys. If you have very curly or kinky roots, small sections are key. And a good flat iron is definitely key. I love the Solia. I had a 1 1/4 inch Solia, and I bought it 4 years ago when I barely knew about flat irons, and I recently came to wish that I had gotten a 1-inch flat iron. So that's the main reason that I got a Sedu. I also heard that the Sedu has some of the best plates out there. The Solias are also very, very good. But I figured if I was going to be getting a new flat iron, I might as well try a new brand, especially one that is so highly appraised. They have ceramic tourmaline plates as does the Solia, but they also have a quote-unquote patented polishing process. And their plates do feel like something different. They feel like glass. That's the only way I can describe it. They're just so smooth. And the iron heats up extremely quickly. But the Solia is a bit more affordable, and I only have good things to say about my Solia. As you may have noticed, my blow dryer is Solia. I have a flat iron and curling iron from Solia, and they're all really, really good products. But yeah, I know not everybody can afford it, but when you can, especially if you're doing your own hair, I definitely recommend getting professional tools and products. You'll notice that I use all professional tools and products, and with hair, it really, really makes a difference. I mean, I do believe in general you get what you pay for, but with hair, to me, it's especially true. That you get what you pay for. So when you can, for the sake of your hair, invest in some quality products. And I'm just going to keep working. And you may be tempted to, you might get a little impatient and be tempted to take bigger sections. And when I do that, I only end up regretting it later because it's just not as straight and uniformly sleek. So go ahead with your small sections, take your time, and it'll last for days and be worth it. And I'm just feeling through my hair and going back and touching up any areas that I feel like need a little more help at the root to get straight. And you can do that without pulling the flat iron through the entire length of your hair if the entire length of your hair doesn't need it and only the roots need it. Tap it and get out of there. You only want to apply as much heat as is necessary to achieve your straight look. Okay. So, again, I'm going back giving a little more help. And you want to be careful around your ears. You want to be careful not to burn your ears. And what you can do is go to a beauty supply store and invest in some ear protectors if you want. I've been meaning to get some. I haven't yet. But I actually have burns on my ears from, not from myself, from being in the hair salon. And you know when you get a roller set, they use these metallic clips. And one was pressing against my ear, and I was under a really hot hooded dryer, and had these funny little scars on my ears that make me look kind of elf-like because they didn't give me ear protectors. And ear protectors are not just for going under the hooded dryer. You can use them along with the flat iron, and then you can get right into that area without worrying about burning yourself. I've really been meaning to get some of those.